If you are looking for something quick and easy, Benzo Withdrawal is not that thing. You need to be thinking weeks and months, not days. As you can imagine, the exact length of withdrawal symptoms varies from person to person. Everyone is different, everyone's brain heals at a different speed. It goes without saying that how long you've been taking benzos, which one, and at which dosage can all affect the length and difficulty of your withdrawal. In my case, I took an average of 1 milligram of ativan a day for a bit over 2 years. Towards the end, I was taking more than that, but we could say 1 milligram was the average for those 2+ years. I had a limited supply to taper with, and that meant that my taper was way too fast. I went from 1 milligram down to 0.5 milligrams, held there for a month, and then I went down to 0.25 milligrams and held there for another month. Then I jumped off. Please do not follow my taper. I should have switched to Valium, aka diazepam. I should have taken more time. Follow the Ashton manual and speak to a doctor who understands the importance of tapering if you are going to stop taking a benzodiazepine. If you don't know what the Ashton manual is, Google it and read it from cover to cover. In those first days following my last dose, I thought I might be one of those miracle 1%ers that have minimal withdrawal symptoms. Nope, it turns out I'm just like everybody else. On day 3, I had a fitful night of sleep punctuated by panic attacks and depersonalization episodes. This was after taking 50 milligrams of Benadryl just to fall asleep. I woke up feeling like I did when I had COVID. Fatigue, heaviness. I actually took several COVID tests that day and canceled dinner reservations with family. From this point on, my withdrawal spiraled. I had a full-on flu for more than a month, which, let me tell you, was fantastic during COVID times. I couldn't sleep. I regularly had panic attacks and bouts of depersonalization. Brain fog, palpitations, irritability, restless leg syndrome, spontaneous feelings of all-consuming anger and rage. And then the akathisia. It is a particularly cruel feature of our neural hardware that something like akathisia is even possible. It is a condition in which you are unable to sit still. Restlessness itself sounds manageable, but there are other aspects of akathisia that you don't see when someone is suffering from it. Those who have experienced it use words like chemical torture or being tortured alive. Many people have homicidal or suicidal thoughts during bouts of akathisia. It is a brutal combination of psychological terror and physical misery. There are endless physical symptoms, but then the benzo withdrawal really twists the knife with psychological and neurological mayhem. If something can go wrong with brain and body, it will go wrong during benzo withdrawal, particularly a withdrawal brought on by a hasty, inadequate, or non-existent taper. 6 months after jumping off, I continued to have depersonalization episodes, but they were less frequent. I can say the same thing for my panic attacks. Even now, I still suffer from varying forms of cognitive impairment and memory loss. But nearly a year out, I can say that it is night and day from the first months after I took my last dose. I am unrecognizably better. There was a moment in August, a couple months after I jumped off, when I lost all hope. It was like falling into a bottomless abyss. Panic attacks, depersonalization, akathisia, terror. I got a glimpse of madness. I will never forget it. From there to where I am now is a jagged line of ups and downs, but the overall trend is in the right direction. It feels like a small miracle just being able to say that. When you are in the thick of it, it seems like the symptoms of benzo withdrawal will last forever. It feels so bleak and hopeless. You have to take it one day at a time, sometimes 1 hour at a time. Each hour that you make it through is a victory to be celebrated, even though it might not seem like it. You have to keep in mind at all times that your brain is healing. Don't give up. Even when it doesn't seem like it, each day is a step forward. Keep going.